Quit the pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Corral with it on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A give running right, it's Hubbard. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. Now allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Now Gino on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. The Seahawks at 10-2 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Off of play action, here's Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play action here. Corral steps away to his left. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle made by Boye Mafe. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Corral. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Touchdown, Carolina! Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe
it's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey.
Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Ready? Yeah.
Again, Walker. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Catch, Panthers! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Come back in. 18 Rattler.
They'll try and run, Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but it's one for just a field goal.
To think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Corral. He's got the connection to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. The first down throw here for Corral. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Geno. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are even at 10 apiece. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Hubbard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. On first down, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continue here in the second half, and the defense now seeming pretty comfortable as a result of that pick six.
Hey, it's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 25-yard line. Corral right back to the air after the pick six. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost so much. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Corral. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Corral going to sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him into the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there. And now it's 3rd down. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Hubbard. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. Oh, nice move. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the 50, it's Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 4 to the 14-yard yards.
But if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag routes a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Corral. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Let's go now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Smith now to throw. He's got a man. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Marford in there and taken down, and the clock will roll. Here's Corral. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Fourth down, here's Corral. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Throwing now, Smith. He shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed